Here's a live look at the U.S. Capitol right now. A pretty dramatic sky there behind the United States Capitol, where House Democrats in Washington today are working to strip Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of her committee assignments. This is in response to Greene's false and controversial statements on social media and in a number of video clips. Joe Henke explains what's happened so far on Capitol Hill.
1 month ago today, Marjorie Taylor Greene took her oath of office and began representing Georgia in D.C. By as early as tomorrow, she could be, in a way, sidelined as a lawmaker.
We have never had a hearing like this one before. That's for two reasons. The first reason is that we have never had a member like this before.
This afternoon, the Democratic-controlled House Rules Committee considered House Resolution 72, calling for Representative Greene to be removed from the House Budget and House Education and Labor Committees. The resolution states Marjorie Taylor Greene should be removed from her committee assignments in light of conduct she has exhibited.
She has encouraged violence against members of this institution, going so far as agreeing with a comment that advocated for putting a bullet in the head of the Speaker of the House of Representatives.
The Rules Committee Chair James McGovern said Greene's comments and social media use have endorsed other violence, implied 9/11 was a hoax, called school shootings false flags or staged events, and spread anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. Greene tweeted about the resolution on Monday. If Democrats remove me from my committees, I can assure them that the precedent they are setting will be used extensively against members on their side once we regain the majority after the 2022 elections. Committees are where many bills are shaped in Congress. They also hold hearings and provide oversight. Being removed from committees takes away much of a lawmaker's influence in Congress.
I find Congresswoman Greene's comments deeply offensive.
Rules Committee Republicans such as Tom Cole of Oklahoma condemned Greene's comments, but say the method being used to remove her is setting a dangerous precedent. In the past, a member's party leader has removed them from committees, not an opposing party in control of the House. McGovern, though, said top House Republican Kevin McCarthy failed to take action, so now Democrats are. The House Rule Committee voted and approved the resolution, sending it to the full House. And Democratic leaders in the House said they plan to hold the deciding full House vote on this resolution tomorrow.